Good afternoon and welcome to today's abs and core workout from home. I'm going to start off with a little warm-up routine and then we'll get into a main circuit which will consist of 8 exercises and we'll do 45 seconds on each exercise. If you haven't seen these videos before, watch what I do first and then when you're ready, join in. We're going to start off with a plank and then we're just going to tap one hand out to the side and back. The whole idea with this is try to keep the shoulders and the hips square to the floor. So as we move the arm, we try and limit the movement through the torso. So that will require us to work a lot harder through the core. So you can do this one on your knees or your toes, and we'll work for 45 seconds. I'll start the clock now. So we're in the plank position, and then it's just a little tap to the side and back, and a tap to the side and back. So down on the knees is the option. And what we're trying to do with this one is tuck the pelvis underneath. So we think about squeezing the abs so we've got tension in the abs throughout the whole movement. So if you start to feel it in your lower back, then do that first of all. And then the other option is to go down on the knees. So what that means, when you start to feel tension in the back, it's because the abs are fatiguing, so we need to lessen the intensity. Last 5 seconds. Okay, good, hold it there. Right, moving on. Next one, we do a side plank, just 30 seconds on this one. The option is to do it down on the knees. I'm going to do it on the feet, starting the clock now, and I'm going to go for top knee to top elbow. You can just hold the position on the feet. Otherwise, bring the knee up to the elbow and get a little squeeze, a little crunch. Like I said, the option is just to hold on the feet or to go down on the knees and hold. Keep the hips pushed forward if you're just holding, and think about lifting the chest up. Last 5 seconds. Okay, good. Right, let's spin around. Same on the other side. 30 seconds. So do exactly the same as you did on the first side if you can. Starting the clock now. So you've got the knee to elbow, or you can just hold there on the feet, or you can go down on the knees, feet behind. Again, think about lifting the chest, pushing hips forward, so we've got a nice straight line. Last 10. Okay, good, hold it there. Right, spin around on your back. We do a set on a crunch, so just a simple crunch, 45 seconds, off you go. So you can alter the position of the hands. The easiest would be hands on the thighs, and then as we start to take the hands further away from the midline of the body, it starts to get harder. So across the chest a little bit harder, hands by the side of the head, harder again. Or the hardest option is to go hands up above the head. And all we're doing with this one is just to lift the shoulders up away from the floor. Think about squeezing your sternum closer to the pelvis. Last 10 seconds. Last 5. Okay, good, relax, hold it there. Right, this is what I normally do in the warm-up section. Lie down on your back again. We go one hand into your lumbar curve, so into the base of your spine, and then the other hand on your belly button. First of all, we want to draw the belly button in, so think about taking a nice deep breath in. Stomach fills up with air, then breathe out, draw the belly button in and hold it there. I'll start the clock now. 1 minute works, so you can just stay there and hold and just focus on belly button in, pressure down on the hand underneath the back, or you can start to move the legs. You can keep one foot down and just alternate the legs nice and slow, or you can go with the feet up. So the purpose of this exercise is to work the inner units of the core. So we're working the transverse abdominis, which is the muscle that's drawing the belly button in, or TVA muscle. Also working a bit of lower abs where we push the back down. Also internal obliques will help to draw the belly button in. So more subtle, more about control, this exercise. So make sure you don't rush ahead. Nice and controlled. Last 15 seconds. So it's more about the brain connecting to the muscles and getting those right areas working. We need a strong inner unit before the outer unit can be strong. Last 5 seconds. Okay, good. Right, so we just do that little sequence once more. Let's go back to the plank. So again, you can do it on knees or toes. The more time you spend with both arms down, the easier it is. As soon as you lift that one arm off, it becomes harder. So you can spend more time here or more time on one arm. So it's up to you. Off we go, starting the clock. So remember, the aim is to keep the torso still as much as you can. Just that little tap to the sides. Try and limit any shift. You can go down on the knees if you need to. And again, think about what I said first time round, which is the tucking underneath of the pelvis. So that will tighten the abs, that gets more tension in the abs. So you want to be doing that anyway, but if you feel tension in the back, then try and exaggerate that even further. Last 5 seconds. Okay, good. Right, moving on to the side plank. So again, you've got the same options. You can just hold on the feet or the knees, or you can do the top knee, top elbow. 30 seconds on this one. So hold there if you need to. Keep the hips pushed forward. Lift the chest. Last 10. Last 5. Okay, good. Spin around, same on the other side. 30 seconds. Off you go. So hold any point if you need to. Hold on the feet or down on the knees. Last 10 seconds. Okay, good. Spin over onto your back. We do the last 2, the crunch. First up, 45 seconds, off you go. So remember, position of the hands. As soon as we start bringing the hands further away from the midline, it gets harder. It's a longer lever. You get more load through the abs. So if you need to, you can go hands on the thighs, lifting the shoulders up. We will do some more crunches a little bit later on. It'll be the last exercise of the main circuit. So just to warn you. Last 10 now. And then we just got that last exercise in this little warm-up routine. Okay, good. So hold it there, lie down, again on your back, one hand underneath into the lumbar spine, into the curve. One hand on the belly button, draw the belly button in, starting the clock now, 1 minute. So remember, you can just hold that position and just focus on that good contraction. Or you can start to move the legs. So you get more out of this exercise if you focus on what you need to be doing. So if you lose that contraction with the belly button, then make it easier. So you're better off doing the easier version or the less complicated version correctly rather than do the harder version, the more complicated version incorrectly. So this is all about coordination. It's all about the brain activating those right muscles. Last 20 seconds. Keep it going. 5 seconds. Okay, good, well done. Hold it there. Right, a little rest then before we move on. And before we move on, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It all helps me out, so it is appreciated. Obviously, I'm doing these videos for free, but as many likes as you can give is good. As many shares as you can do, let people know about these workouts. That all helps me out as well. Get people to subscribe to the channel and get people to join the Facebook group, Ricky Warden Fitness Live. That's where I will leave the links to these videos and also the schedules for upcoming workouts. Yesterday was a kettlebell workout. Check that one out if you missed it. That was a full body workout. So if you want something a bit more energetic after this, then take a look at that. Right, so this one, like I said, we've got 8 exercises. We'll do 2 circuits of the 8, 45 seconds on each. We'll try and go through. We'll have a little stretch after the last one, but other than that, we'll keep the rest limited. Starting off with the twisting plank. So we go in this position and then we cross and rotate. So you can do it on your knees or your toes. Again, watch if you're not sure and then join in when you're ready. I'll start the clock now, 45 seconds. So knees or toes, we rotate and then rotate the other side. So down on the knees, you would keep one knee down as you rotate, you straighten one leg, and then that would allow for a good rotation still. So it's just one knee down as you twist. Or obviously stay up on the toes. But we need quite a bit of movement through the feet for this one because to allow for that rotation. Last 10 seconds. Last 5. Okay, good. Right, moving on. Next one, we're going to go from a press-up position into like a down dog position. One hand comes off and touches towards the opposite foot. Watch if you're not sure. 45 seconds, starting the clock now. So we go from there to there and then back to that press-up position. Don't worry if you can't touch the foot rather. As long as we're making that movement towards it, we lift the hips up and then coming back down into that press-up position. So the hips are going up and down, and try to think about squeezing the abs. So as the hips come up, get that squeeze. And when you come back down, you come into that straight line position. And again, think about tucking the pelvis underneath. Last 10 seconds now. Last 5. Okay, good. Next one, spin around on your back. We're going to go, we just do it one way first. It's going to be my right shoulder is going to come up to my left knee. You can do a jackknife or you can do a crunch version. I'll show you the harder one first. Join in when you're ready. 45 seconds starting now. So bigger movement is harder, all the way up. Right shoulder towards left knee and then back down. Or you can go more of like a crunch. So it's a smaller movement, shoulder up still. We lift the leg, or you can even do it without the movement of the leg. You can just do the twisting crunch, shoulder up towards left knee. Right, so you've got a couple of options. Bigger movement is the harder one. Last 10 now. 5 seconds. Okay, good. Down on your back, and then from there we will do heel taps. So before we do the other side, shoulders up, and then just that little side to side. Off you go when you're ready. So we're keeping the shoulders up the whole time, so that will then keep the tension in the abs. And then it's just that little side to side movement, which will start to bring the obliques into play, the sides of the stomach. But the whole time we're trying to keep the shoulders up off the floor. Last 20 seconds. Coming to the last 10. 5 seconds. Okay, good. Then we do the jackknife or the twisting crunch the other way around. So it's going to be my left shoulder to right knee. Off you go when you're ready. Up and twist. So you can do that bigger movement, or you can shorten the movement. You can do it with or without the leg. Whatever works best for you. So we get that rotation. $15 seconds. Last 5. Okay, good. Right, moving on. We've got 3 more to do. From a press-up position, we go down onto the forearms. So it's down, down. and then back up into the press up position. Change the lead hand every rep, knees or toes. Watch if you're not sure. Starting the clock now, off you go. So it's from here, down, down, and then back up, and then the other hand first every rep. So it is different going one way to the other. So that's why we need to change which hand we lead with every time. You can do it on the knees, that's the option if you need to. So a dynamic plank. So we will now get the movement through the torso more. We're going to get more movement as we go down to forearms and back up, but we still want to try and stay strong through the abs. Tuck the pelvis underneath so we're keeping that tension in the abs. 5 seconds left, and we've got 2 more exercises to come. Okay, good. Spin around. So reverse crunch first up, hands down, legs up, and then we try and control the movement. Go straight up and straight down, lifting the hips up off the floor. Watch if you're not sure. Starting the clock now, off you go. So it's that controlled movement on the way down. We're not just dropping the hips. We're stronger when we lower, so we need to control that. Coming down with control. We could also try to come up and hold for a second. That will help keep some control. If you can go up, then you can come down with control. You're stronger on the way down. Keep it going. Coming into the last 10 seconds. You can spend more time in between reps if you need to. Last 5 now. Okay, good, relax. Right, finishing off with a crunch. So again, like we did in the warm up, you can alter your hand position. 45 seconds, off you go. Last one, then we'll have a little stretch, and then we'll do that circuit once more. Remember, anything overhead is harder. So the easiest version would be hands on the thighs. Ten seconds. Keep it going. Last couple of reps, 5 seconds. Good stuff, well done. Hold it there, right? A little stretch then, so just where you are, lie down on your back, take the arms up over the head, and then the legs out straight. So you're just going to lengthen out through the abs. Arch the back away from the floor. And then bring your knees up into chest. Make sure if you've missed it, if you haven't seen it already, I had a video out, at the weekend, which was my top fat loss tips. So check that one out if you missed it. It'll be a couple of videos down if you go to the home page on my channel, or you can go to the healthy vlogs playlist and it'll be the top one there. I think it should be the top one, but it's on there anyway. It's how to lose fat in the new year is the title. Right, make sure you give this video a thumbs up before we go on, and then we will get into that second round. So we're going to start off again with the twisting plank. Get yourself ready to go. 45 seconds, off you go now. So remember, you can do it on the toes, which is the harder version. Allow that movement through the feet, so we get that pivot round on the feet. Or you can go down on the knees. Keep one knee down as you twist to straighten one leg. So it's just one knee on the floor as you rotate round. Last 15. Okay, good. Moving on from the press up position into that single arm down dog. Touch the hand or make the movement towards the foot even. Off you go when you're ready. So hand towards the foot and then back. And remember to get that squeeze as you lift the hips up. Think about crunching the abs. Last 10 seconds. Last 5. Okay, good. Right, moving on. Next one will be the twisting jackknife or twisting crunch. I'll go right shoulder to left knee. Off you go when you're ready. Bigger movement, harder. You can shorten that movement if you need to. Last 15. Five seconds. Okay, good. Then we're on to the heel tap. So before we do the other side, lie down on your back and then lift the shoulders up side to side. Off you go when you're ready. Keeping the shoulders up the whole time. $20 seconds. Keep it going, keep those shoulders up. Keeping that tension in the abs. Coming into the last 10 now. 5 seconds. Okay, good. Then we're on to the jackknife with the twist the other way. So for me, left shoulder to right knee. Off you go when you're ready. So you can do the jackknife all the way up. You can do the crunch, just lifting the shoulders up. $20 seconds. Last 10. Okay, good. Hold it there. Just 3 more to do. We start in the press up position, going down onto the forearms, back up, change the lead hand every rep, tuck the pelvis out underneath, keep the abs tight. Off you go when you're ready. Last 3 now. So toes harder, or down on the knees if you need to make it easier. Let's make sure we're not too high with the hips though, so whether we're on the knees or on the toes, we stay in that straight line and we tuck the pelvis underneath once again, so we're keeping the good tension in the abs. Remember to change the lead hand every rep. We've got 15 seconds. Last 5. Okay, good. Last 2 then. Reverse crunch next up. Hands down. Lift the legs. Control on the way down. Off you go. 45. So you've got a minute and a half left of work. Try and keep that control on the way down. So remember, try not to just drop. If you need to, you can spend more time resting in between reps and then you just go for a better quality rep each time. Last 10 seconds now. You just got 1 more exercise to come. Last 5. Okay, good. So finishing off with a crunch. Hands overhead is the hardest version. Off you go when you're ready. So easiest would be here. Last one now. $20 seconds. Keep it going all the way to the end. 15. Last 10. Last 5. Well done, hold it there. So let's do those stretches again. We'll start off with the arms up overhead, on your back, legs out straight, lengthen the abs, arch back away from the floor. So don't forget to check out the kettlebell workout if you missed it yesterday. If you want something a bit more energetic later today, if you want to do a workout tonight, then that is on there from yesterday. That's a full body workout. I tried to throw in a couple of different things into that one. Finish the session off, finished each circuit off, or the session with 4 minutes. Can't remember now. I think it was maybe just at the end, 4-minute blast at the end. Right, spin around on your knees, sit back on the heels, drop chest down. What we're now Wednesday. Check out Monday's workout was can't remember now. It's on the playlist if you want to have a look. Was it a hit? No, did it? I can't remember. So remember, all these workouts go on the follow along playlist. Anytime you need a workout, take your pick from there. Don't forget to check out the workout I did at the weekend, or sorry, the video I did at the weekend, which was a fat loss video. Check it out. Have a good afternoon, guys. Look out for tomorrow's workouts. I'll see you then. Take care.